So today was December 1st and अभी तो शायद रात के 12:30 बज रहे हैं. But यार, today I had a really good first day of a month. Like, I made a LinkedIn post, my first ever LinkedIn post. Today was so many first. I did my first ever Instagram reel with a voiceover. And I made that reel about baking, which is also the first time I've ever done some baking. I made a banana bread. I updated my resume. So therefore I have an interview tomorrow. Not for a role that I'm very interested in, but still. Then I gave my test, test for another role in another company, and it didn't go well. That's true, but it went really good. If you see that all the topics that I have actually covered, I solved all of them perfectly, so that went really well. I'm happy about it. And I edited those videos, I uploaded them, and my day didn't start good. Like, first half of my day was so shitty. I had a pending insurance claim refund call from so long, so I did that also. I sorted through my storage as well. Like, it's a gigantic task, but I did a little bit of it. And I did my laundry and like everyday chores also I did. And I also studied, and I'm so proud of myself for today. Like, today was good now that I am saying it. I didn't study enough. I did these extra things, but I didn't study enough. I should have studied more. Should I study now? Does that count? No, we are not getting sad over this. Because today was one of the most productive days ever, and I did all of it, and I had so much fun. And I am gonna maintain this for the next 30 days. Let's see. Bye bye. Good night. Now I'm gonna watch some Jodha Akbar. The serial, obviously. The serial is supreme. Sorry, that was the Apothecary Diaries. I'm watching that as well. I'm obsessing over it, bro. I'm obsessing over it. I completed the series, both seasons, and now I think I've read through most important scenes of all the light novel as well, and I cannot just wait for the animation to come. Then I was trying to catch up with One Piece, but I thought it's better if I leave it and I watch it together in the anime as well. Because क्या होता है ना, I do not I'm not very great at reading mangas. I'm not good at it, so I don't enjoy it as much. So I feel like कि मैं anime का wait कर लूँगी. And although the story का बहुत छोटा सा part बाकी है, but I know it's gonna take years to finish. It's not happening before 2027, that's for sure. So hopefully by 2027. Maybe not. Who knows? Although it's end ka kahani timeline ka, but it's so densely packed. Like, so many things are going to happen. Everybody is going to get their closure. All blue. Sanji is gonna get all blue. Then so Zoro's fight with Mihawk. Luffy's fight, I don't know, the last fight is going to be with Emu or Blackbeard, I don't know. And Nami's map, I think Nami's map will come into the epilogue part of it, like the ending of it. And I don't know, I think Law's fruit and has something to do with it. And I think somewhere our little cutie reindeer also will play a role. And then I don't know what they are going to do with Usopp. I hope they do not just hang it there. Like, I hope something happens good with his character also. I don't know if and then red hair finally meeting Luffy and that hat. Oh my god. And then the final fight that's going to be there. Then they're gonna call the mermaid, right? Shirahoshi is going to be there. So all that. And who do you think Crocodile is Luffy's mother? I mean, like he did say you have already, like they have already been introduced, not important to the plot, but who knows. I mean, I want, in fact, crocodile to be Luffy's mother. I mean, I don't know. And let's see how Luffy and Boa Hancock end up together. Like, how is it? Like, Luffy's gonna be chalant one. Like, one day he's gonna be just chalant about it, and then he's gonna be like, yeah, so what? Well, Luffy growing up and actually becoming not a boy anymore is gonna be so weird to watch, because how do you do that? And the ship, who's gonna keep the ship? Somebody's definitely gonna die, I feel like. And Dragon, bro, Dragon, what's going to happen to him? And Garp, bro, Garp. Then Kobe, bro. Kobe is also like ideologically a very important character, because he's leading a very big janta. Basically, he is the leader of the middle class. And who else am I excited about? I'm not excited about Sabo that much. But I'm, oh, Kuma, bro, Kuma. The only guy who made me cry after the boat. Like, those are the only two instances I've cried. Oh no, I've cried for Ace as well. I don't know why I'm laughing. You know what I did once? So basically, I spent, and nobody's gonna believe this, but I did watch One Piece in 1 month, because I'm an obsessive person. That's the only thing I did with 6 hours of sleep. I missed all my classes for a month, and anything and everything. Eating was also like, if I get chance. That's how obsessed I was, because my real life was not going to good at that time. And I forced myself to watch One Piece, because I'm not a rewatcher. I cannot rewatch things. So I was like out of all the options, and I had only this One Piece recommendation left. And it's like, I cannot watch One Piece, so boring. The first episode animation is also so outdated, right? It's like, this is so boring. A man who was like elastic, how is this going to be interesting? So I had tried watching One Piece before a few times. And I was like, no, can't do it. But the only appeal to One Piece for me was that it was long. So I needed an escape for a very long time. I didn't need, like, I don't read standalone novels. I need to have at least 3 books. Like, it has to be at least a trilogy and a series with multiple seasons. I i have time to waste. So I'm opposite in this case. I need a long series. I don't watch movies because of this. So one of the series that I watch that I really like is Rookies. I love the show. Love the show. I watched Friends this year because I was forced to, because I have nothing else to watch. I didn't like it much. Like, okay. And I think that was because I've already watched the show so much through spoilers and like reels and stuff. That's why. And another show, yeah, Big Bang Theory. I love Big Bang Theory, bro. I really loved it. Especially the acceptance speech. That I love that. The whole series is really nice. And then what else? Yeah, I was talking about One Piece, right? So One Piece is like so good. I mean, I don't know. There are few things that I just obsess with. So one thing is Rocket, especially the starship that they're making, that I used to watch daily videos every day before. Now I don't watch. I don't know, yaar. I want to get into it, but I'm like, I've created so much backlog. Itne, like, I've not watched for 1.5 years now. I haven't been keeping track of it. So many flight attempts. I think they're not doing flight attempts right now. They have stopped for some reason. Yeah, I yesterday watched Elon's vlog. No, sorry, podcast, and it was kind of repetitive. I know that man thinks how that because at one point I was obsessed with him, so I watched all his vlogs, everything because I got obsessed with him through the Starship thing. So yeah, what else? Yeah, One Piece now. So the uh, giant robot, the sea monsters, they are all gonna come. And then is Shirahoshi going to wear that big cap? And this is gonna be so much fun to watch. I want him to end it early so that I can know. I genuinely think he needs to take it to another level in terms of ending. Because, see, one ending is that you go there and get cold, which is like so anti climatic, and then climatic, sorry, and then you have one ending where it's like your friends and what you learn is the yeah. The third is you kill Emu and you become the government leader, and I think they're going to push the prime minister is going to become dragon, but that's also like very understandable, predictable. I don't think so. He's gonna do that. So I think a weapon is gonna be there, like something which you can control things and people, but Emu, although he can reach that place, he cannot use it because, say, Luffy and Shirahoshi and other uh, weapons, like what are they? नाम भूल गई मैं. And then वानों का दीवार जब टूटेगा तो क्या होगा ब्रो? हाँ, मैं तो भूल गई. The big flood is gonna come, right? So how are people going to live? Oh my god. I read this key whatever is there through which Roger predicted that there's gonna be like big floods happening. So that's why he made other people build so many boats to become pirates so that they build so many boats. So now they have the infrastructure to live on water. Water. Let's see what happens. I'm not very intrigued by the giants, honestly. But yeah, but there you get that chained up god. We'll see, we'll see. Honestly, I feel like he might have a real kid. I have not watched the movie, but I think red hair might have a real kid with that bartender after all this is said and done. We'll see, we'll see. And they're gonna meet their family, no? And there's one more thing that I'm very, 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 very suspicious about. Yeah, one thing that I don't like about this story is how women characters are not given that much importance. There's not like strong female characters, honestly, like prominent mainstream characters, which I don't like. But let it be. अभी तो हाँ, I have this theory that there's something about going to be about Nami's identity, because Nami has to be from a royal bloodline or somewhere, because see, Nami was an adopted child, but she's way too good, bro. And I feel like there's some backstory, because her backstory has to have, like, has to be there, like something. Because even if he's not gonna indulge into this, I think he should, because it's a good chance to connect her to the dragons as well, because she has that arrogance, lalach for money. She is good. She has good, skills and all in terms of direction and all. So that seems like it's coming from somewhere. And I want to know about other tribes as well. Because there has to be other tribes as well, right? So we will see, we will see. Crocodile is Luffy's mother. That's the most interesting one. What if What if Luffy's last fight is not with Emu, but with red hair Shanks? I feel like things are leading up to that. That Shanks has to fight Luffy. Mm, it has to be something like Dumbledore situation. No, sorry, Snape kind. No, not Snape kind of situation. Dumbledore kind of situation, maybe. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It's a fight of ideologies, no? Other than that, the animes that I really like is there's this dungeon food thing anime. I don't remember the name. Another anime that I really like is Apothecary Diaries. Love it. And then another anime, Black Clover, bro. I mean, whenever I'm demotivated in life, I watch Black Clover. That anime is just for motivation. And then I watched Fairy Tail was my first ever anime, and I watched multiple. I just finished a My Hero Academia, and I'm watching Spy X Family. See, I watch very mainstream animes. I don't watch as a niche stuff. So you can call me a noob here and not take my opinions. I tried watching Naruto, didn't like it. It's bullshit. The animation is bullshit, and I'm not able to watch it. I don't know about the stories. And I watched ये भाई वो कान में बाली वाला कौन है भाई? अरे ये जिसकी बहन डीमन बन जाती है, जो भी है वो, जो क्या नाम है यार इसका? ये भगवान, मैं नाम भूल. I didn't like that anime. I watched that anime. I don't think so. It deserves that much hype. Okay, I watched Bleach also. I have watched Hunter x Hunter. Uh, I have watched that very gore वाला anime. वो कौन सा है जो फिंगर खा लेता है? यही वाला है? नहीं नहीं, ये तो अलग था. और जो वो फिंगर खा लेता है वो भी मुझे नहीं पसंद आया. और एक और है ना जो सबसे पहले देखा था मैंने, जो डायरी में नाम लिखता है ना. यू कैन कॉल मी नो, बट आई हैव अ वेरी बैड मेमोरी. रिमेंबर यार वो एनिमे का नाम. व्हाट इज दैट एनिमे का नाम? डीमन सिस्टर एनिमे. आई मीन लाइक दैट्स द वर्स्ट वे ऑफ फाइंडिंग, बट द टेस्टामेंट ऑफ सिस्टर न्यू डेविल. नहीं भाई नहीं. मुजान हु इज दैट? मुजान ही नाम है. क्या नाम है एनिमे का? डीमन स्लेयर फालतू एनिमे है. Jujutsu Kaisen. I didn't like that also. You can say that I do not have good taste, but I don't know. I feel like Black Clover is a better anime than ये क्या कहते हैं, Demon Slayer. I don't think so. Demon Slayer deserves that kind of craze that it has. Another anime that I really liked was Jujutsu Kaisen is okay. AOT I watched. I like it, but it's just not my cup of tea because I don't like sad endings. I don't like that ending. That's why I didn't watch completely, but definitely love that anime. Other shows, since it has turned into a recommendation thing. So another show that I really love watching is Jodha Akbar, the serial. It's so good. It's just so good. Like everything is so swoon worthy. I love the way Jodha handles herself, and it, to be a serial of that period, it is so feminist in a way that today's serials and movies are not. Like the way she carries herself, the way she is opinionated, respects herself, being part of a convoy, such big harem, she still somehow protects her dignity and title. And I don't know how she does that, and I like that. And I like that she's a fighter, and the way she just turns everything for herself and she stays true to it. She's shrewd. She's not completely 100% good person, but she uses her shrewdness and her mind and her abilities to bend things, manipulate things, but for the good. But she does manipulate a lot, and she's not a clean white character. She's not. And that's what I love, and very subtle, that shrewdness of her. She hides it so well, and it's so subtle that people don't like see it in the first glance. She's not out there. She's out there very good person, but honestly she's not. But whatever she does it for the good, the good that she thinks is good. She always carries her own agendas, what she believes is good, and she manipulates things. I like that about her. And then Akbar is just, at least in this serial, which is not at all historically correct. I don't know about anything other than outside this serial. In this serial, that character, the acting is good, the character portrayal is so good, and there are some things that just speaks to me. Like, yeah, this is how he must have been. Like a person who is in that position does have multiple personalities. Like the way his face, his aura, his everything changes when he has a talwar, when he doesn't have a talwar. And that guy has such a strong command over his own emotions and everything, and it's so beautiful to watch. And he himself is like super 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 shrewd and manipulative, and I love that as well. So yeah, I love that show. Other than that, not mainstream recommendations तो मुझे खुद नहीं याद है. मैंने इतने शोज देखे हैं. नॉवेल्स के रिकमेंडेशन मैं दूंगी नहीं क्योंकि मुझे वो भी नहीं याद है. बट और मैं क्या बताऊँ. मैं ये ऐसे जो भी मैंने आपको शोज बताए, दीज आर द फ्यू थिंग्स दैट आई हैव वॉच्ड मल्टीपल टाइम्स. लाइक मैंने वन पीस बहुत बार देखा है. लाइक मरीन फोर्ड आर्क तो मेरे को लगता है मैंने 15-20 बार देखा है. ब्लैक क्लोवर मैंने 6-7 बार ही देखा है, इसलिए मुझे याद है. बाकी चीज़ें मैंने नहीं देखी. अपोथेकेरी डायरीज मैं अभी देख रही हूँ. और जोधा अकबर तो मैंने कम से कम 150-200 बार देखा है, लाइक पूरा 400 एपिसोड तक, बिकॉज उसकी तो मुझे डायलॉग्स भी याद हैं. इट्स जस्ट माई कम्फर्ट वॉच. अभी भी मैं शायद जोधा अकबर ही देख के थोड़ा देर सो जाऊँगी. So other than things that I watched once and I've forgotten, तो वो तो I've forgotten. But if anything is there, I'll suggest. I watched things in a lot of genre. There's this Turkish drama that I watched once. Some Osman or something, like very different culture. So I like watching period drama where they're a little accurate about day-to-day nuances, that happened at that time. So right now I'm watching this series, like it's a Chinese series, The Perfect Match. Okay, so there's this widowed mother, and she had one son who drowned, and now she has five daughters and one adopted daughter. Like basically, she adopted him because she wanted him to get married to her son only, but now the son died, so she has now six daughters. And how she is dealing and getting them matches and all that, and it shows everyday culture of that time, how it was. It's very similar to uh, ये नॉवल जो है ना, जिसमें ये है अपनी एमा वॉटसन, जो भी, जो पांच छह बहन रहती हैं. So basically, yeah. So, but the culture, this strong, slow, like छोटे छोटे चीज़ें जो होती है, the nuances are there. So I get to learn about that culture, like ऐसा subtly, and to see it in action explains it better. So I watched this Turkish drama and it was so different. Like that was my first time ever watching it, and I saw there. I like to watch what has been the female role in society at that time, and it was different. Like I think the worst female role in a society, I think, was in European period only. Yeah, like any other drama, women had their place. Like, but in European old historical place, they had no place. Like literally no place in society. I feel like actual runnings of society other than decorations. And I think because of this, it became like a common general. Like most of European things are like thought of as general, but it's not. And we still have one long standing colony which is spreading the most, which what happens there becomes the general opinion, and that is America. But anyways, okay, I don't know, I'm not that well read to comment on things like this, but I will be, and then maybe my comment will mean something. But anyways, so yeah, Turkish was so different. Then I also like this show which is like Chandranandini. No, 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 not Chandranandini. No, no, chi. Prithvi Vallabh. I really like they discontinued that show. I don't know why. I hate that they discontinued that show, but I love that show. And yeah, I'm seeing a pattern. I like strong female characters, like who are not loud and out there, but they're just unmovable part of society. Like the society actually cannot function because without them, and I love that. So Turkish drama was really nice. I do not remember the name. And हिंदी में तो बहुत सारे पीरियड ड्रामाज हो गए, चाइनीज़, कोरियन. The you can see, I can like now watching a drama, I can just tell the difference between the Chinese and, yeah, definitely not just by language, but like the period dramas, I can see that okay, this was a different, this is different. Japanese is different. I've never watched anything about that part, like the Russia and like USSR based. I've not watched much. I have to watch. Chalo, that's it for my recommendations. If I remember anything else, I'll let you know, but I don't remember anything else. Bye bye.